Hi, and welcome to your upper body pull workout. Today is all about back and biceps. This is day one in your progressive overload strength program. Whew, that was a mouthful. So today I have 10s, I have 15s, and I have 20s. However, I will tell you I'm going a little bit lighter than I normally would in my own workouts, just so I can demo it all properly without really struggling. So I'm going to encourage you to use weights that might scare you a little bit, and to also make sure that you download the tracker and make sure that you are tracking week to week. You are going to repeat these workouts for 6 weeks, and we are going to get a lot stronger and build a lot of muscle over that time. So let's get right into it. We're going to have a really short workout, or not a short workout, a really short warm up, and then we're going to get into the workout. The workout today is 6 exercises followed by a little finisher, and apparently Boots is joining us. Okay, perfect. So into our warm up, I do like to roll out the shoulders, although this is back and biceps. I do feel like the shoulders work quite a bit here, stabilizing. So keep rolling them out. Do all the different movements that you feel like you need. I like big exaggerated rolls back and forward as well. We're gonna open out the arms nice and wide, and we're just gonna crisscross, okay? Just keep crisscrossing. I'm just starting my watch so I know where we are in our workout. Keep crisscrossing. There we go, amazing. And then arms up into goalpost, and we're just going to rotate the torso just to get a little bit of movement in our spine, in our torso, our core. Beautiful. Good, let's go for 3 more. Good, last 2. And last one. So good. Okay, we're going to hinge from the waist, right? So we're going to hinge here, pushing our bum back. Arms come down, palms face each other, and we're just going to fly our arms wide and bring them back. This is one of our movements today, except we're going to be holding weights. So I really want you to think about those muscles that are working, which is your back muscles, right? The rear delts. So squeezing your shoulder blades together every chance you get. I have a slight bend in the knees here. We're going to go 3 more. Good. Last 2. Last one. Keeping this hinged position, I want you to bring your arms out and then gently bring them back in. Again, squeezing the shoulder blades. So squeeze and then reach back out. Squeeze, reach back out. 3 more. Good. Core is holding steady here. Amazing. We're going to stand up. We roll our shoulders a little bit. We are ready to go. It is a short warm up. If you like one a little bit longer, please do so. All right, we're going to get started in our very first exercise, which is a wide row. We're going to go heavy weights. I'm going to take my 20s here. We're going to take the weights in our hands, and we're going to make sure that our elbows come up nice and high. Again, we are squeezing the back, okay? So we are aiming for about 8 to 12 reps. I'm going to give us a minute to complete this movement. So grab those weights, and I want you to slow down. This should take you about 40-ish seconds, but you might take a little bit longer, and that is totally fine, okay? I'm going to put a minute on our watch, and we're going to start it from there. So here we go. 1 minute on the clock. Wide rows. I'll talk you through it in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So you're going to take these weights. We hinge just like we did in the warm-up, and then our elbows are going to come nice and wide, and we slowly lower. So we're here, nice and wide, slowly lower. Count your reps. I want you going at about this speed here, nothing faster. If we're whipping through this, then we're kind of losing the plot, okay? Whew. Good. Okay, we want to make sure we're not tucking our chin, so we're looking a couple feet ahead of us. And depending on how heavy your weights are, you're going to do between 8 to 12 reps of every single one of these movements. Remembering to breathe. I'm going to go one more. I lost count, but whew, I'm pretty sure we're close. That's 1 minute. Put those weights down. Okay, if you have your tracker, which I highly suggest you have it with you, this is where you are going to write down how many reps you did and what the weight is, okay? In that first set. We're gonna have 3 sets, okay? Whew. All right, next up, you're gonna take one heavy weight. If you have a bench available to you, this is a great one to do on the bench. We're gonna do a lat pullover. So I like to take the weight from the head. We're gonna pull it over and bring it back, okay? Here we go, 1 minute. Again, I'm gonna walk you through it. We go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So weight overhead. Good grip on it, please. We're gonna bring this weight down, closing the rib cage, and then bringing it back up. If I was doing this on my own workout, where I wasn't talking my way through it, I would probably do another 10 pounds. I'd probably do this with a 30. Good. I'm closing my rib cage down, which means I don't have a big gap in the small of my back. I'm closing it between my rib cage and my hip bones, so it's all protected. Good. Another 8 to 12 reps. It's the same thing for every exercise. Take your time and really start to make that connection with the muscles that are working here. Big back muscles, our lats. Good. And done. Write all of that information down. Whew. Incredible. Okay, actually staying on the floor. I got up prematurely. So we're gonna stay on the floor. I'm also going to keep my heavy weights and we're gonna go into renegade rows, okay? With renegade rows, you have some options, so let me explain what they are, okay? So you can do it from the toes, okay? If you are gonna do it from the toes, I want you to go nice and wide in the feet because we don't wanna be taking our hips side to side as we row. So the wider our feet, the more stable we are. If you're not there yet, you can bring your knees down, okay? We definitely don't wanna be doing it from this position, but you can bring it down and row from here. It's whatever you need, just make sure you're writing it down. Every time we row one side and the other side, that's 1, okay? So it's a double count. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Pick your poison. You choose what you need to do, okay? So we're gonna row, bring that weight down controlled. Row on this side, bring it down controlled. That's 1. Lift and lower. It's controlled, and it's like you're putting this weight kind of in your pocket. So you're rowing to the ribs. Whew. The back is really responding here in the best way. Keep going, keep going. Thinking about the form. You are gonna have some movements in the hips, but we don't want big exaggerated movements, okay? Trying to keep our hip points facing the floor. Good. Whew, we gotta be almost there. I'm gonna finish this rep. 3, 2, whew, and 1. Wow, okay, amazing, amazing. One more back exercise before we hit up to biceps. I'm actually gonna go with my lightest weight that I have here today. It is my 10 pounds. I'm gonna come into a hinge and I'm gonna go into a fly, okay? So we have a reverse fly. We want to make sure that we are slow and controlled on the descent. Woo, I'm breathy. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're ready. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. So grabbing those weights, we're gonna push the bum behind, okay? And I don't want you to be here and doing this because we're gonna start to get into the shoulders, the tops of the shoulders. So trying to bring the upper body as parallel with the floor as possible. And we fly out and then slowly lower, okay? Bend in the elbow just a little bit. Slowly lower. Keep that hinge and breathe. We often forget that part. Keep going. Get to your 8 or to your 12 reps. If you are hitting over 12, you need to go heavier. The goal for this program, 3, 2, 1. The goal for this program is to lift as heavy as we can so that we are really challenging ourselves week over week to increase that weight over the 6 weeks. So it might not happen from week 1 to 2, but it might happen from week 1 to 3 or 4. Okay, grab your medium weights. We are gonna go into bicep curls. I've got 15s. Palms are gonna face forward, and I'm gonna curl up just like this, okay? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Whew. So we curl up. My knees are slightly bent. My core is turned on. And I am not using any momentum for these curls. Good. It should be hard. This is rep 4 for me, and I am already on that struggle bus. Good. If you are just flying through these, we want to make sure we pick the right weight, okay? If you're only getting to 5 or 6, maybe decrease, or you can stay where you are, but make sure your form is right on. Good. Oh, so close. Really trying to get to the point where we are struggling to get to that last rep. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Okay, one more move. We're gonna do a cross body curl, okay? So our palm is basically gonna face our body the whole time. And think about bringing each dumbbell head to about your opposite shoulder, okay? Let's go. It's alternating. 3, 2, 1, go. So alternate. Those cross body curls. Oh my goodness. Good. Okay, double count just like those renegade rows. Good. 1 on each side equals 1 rep, okay? Take your time, especially in that lower. Drop the shoulders down, reset the form. If you feel like you need it, I like to do that every couple reps, just because the body is really good at cheating its way through. Good. Keep going, keep going. We get a mini break, water break, and then we hop into the second set. Nice work. Keep going. Whew. All right. Oh my gosh. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Put those weights down. That was fabulous. Okay. Water. Little rest. So we can let those muscles re-energize a little bit before we get into the second set. The second set is going to go just a tiny bit faster because now we know what we're doing, right? All right, here we go. So we start with those wide, wide bent over rows, okay? Nice and heavy with those weights. We're still going 8 to 12 reps. You're gonna be writing this down in the second set, okay? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. 1 minute to complete that range of reps. And then you rest. So remembering to look just ahead of you. And really controlling that lower. Oh my goodness. I always say you might not sweat during these workouts, but I'm sweating like crazy. Oh my gosh, let's go. Getting into that hinge, chest nice and proud. That's it. Keep going. Elbows wide as they come up. Whew, I've hit my max there. You keep going. That minute's still going on the clock. 8 to 12 reps, then you rest. Getting our breath under control. The minute is done in 3, 2, 1, done. Okay, lat pullovers. So we find ourselves on the floor, or if you have a bench, in a nice flat position. That's a good one to do on there. All right, lat pullovers, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Challenge yourself with these movements and try to choose weights that might scare you a little bit. I also want you to remember to close your rib cage here. So it's almost like a small animal or child is about to crawl over your midsection and you are bracing for impact. That's what closing your core or embracing your core means. Good, keep going, keep going. Get to your 8 to 12. If you can do 12 with this weight and you are struggling through the last 2 to 3 reps, that's how you know it's a good weight. I talk about this in the beginning, in the intro part to this program. All about choosing your weights. I'm going to do one more here. 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're getting ready for those renegade rows. So grabbing those heavy weights. I know that can be a big ask for renegade rows. Here we go. Okay, that double count, don't forget it. Nice and wide in the feet, or if you're taking it from the knees, we're still tucking the bum, okay? So make sure to walk your knees back so that you're in a supported plank. We go 3, 2, 1, go for it. Whew. Putting that weight in your pocket. We're here, we hold a little bit, and then we drop it. So the name of the game for all of this, in each of these 4 workouts, is slow and controlled. You might find that for some of these, you might not go up in weight, but maybe the exercise gets a little bit easier. That's still a sign of muscle growth and strength growth. Oh my goodness, keep going. Core is getting that little workout there too. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Oh man. All right, reverse flies, lightest weights for me. You decide what you need. Catch your breath. Whew. All right, let's go. Reverse flies, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. So remember to hinge deeply, and then we're going to bring it up and really control the lower. Because that workout for this particular move is happening from the top and then all the way down. Try looking forward just a little bit more if you are tucking your chin. Couple more reps. See if you can get past that 8 mark. If you are struggling with this one or any of these movements, it's totally fine. Good work. The minute is up in 3, in 2, and 1. Oh my gosh. Okay. Light weights down. We are now going to go for those straight up and down bicep curls. Oh my gosh. Whew. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Okay, palms face up, elbows off of your side body. Control the lift. Control the lower. Okay, as you can see, I have a slight bend in my knees and my core is on. I am bracing for impact once again. Whew, these are harder. Keep going. Sometimes we need a second. And then we get back to work for a few more reps. Keep going, keep going. You get as many as you can, up to about 12, okay? Good. 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake that out a little bit. Those are so tough. They might be the toughest ones, to be honest, for me anyways. All right, we've got cross body curls. So we're hitting the biceps again. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So cross body, back down. Other side, back down, that's 1, okay? We're gonna count these, whoops, all the same over the 6 weeks. So it's all the same in this program. Good, reset. I saw my shoulder coming up there a little bit. All good. Nice, core is on. Nice and strong all the way through. Finishing our second set. This is exciting stuff. Oh, there goes those shoulders again. They want to come up. They're working so hard. Keep everything stable. Good. Oh man, struggle. All right, your minute finishes in 3, in 2, and 1. Okay, water, towel, whatever it is you need. We get a slightly longer break than our in-betweens. We have 1 more set, and then we have a little mini finisher at the end. It's a little burnout. We'll talk about it after, okay? So grab the water, let those muscles have a tiny break, and then we're gonna get right to work in our third and final set. All right, here we go. Going back with those heavy weights, wide rows. We know what we're doing now. You're gonna write how many reps you're getting done in that third set. And it might very well be less than in your first and second. That's totally fine. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1, bent over, wide rows. Let's go. Okay. Really think about sticking your bum back behind you, kind of like a deadlift, but I have a nice bend in my knees, and I'm controlling the lower and squeezing my shoulder blades at the top. Definitely feeling the third round. Keep going all the way to the end. Whew. Reset your form. I know my chin was trying to tack on that one. I've hit my max on that. Your minute is not quite done. Good. You have 3, 2, and 1. Perfection. We're going to come down for that. Whew, lat. Oh my gosh, lat pullover. Here we go. Grabbing that heavy weight. We go in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. We are done with those wide rows for today. Thank goodness. Okay, so think about your core, squeezing it down. Your back should be somewhat neutral on the mat, not squishing it, but definitely not lifting, especially as we go over. Think about those big lat muscles you have in your back, and that's what's helping to drive this dumbbell up and overhead. Excellent. Now, for breathing, in general, we want to breathe out on the hardest part. So on the exertion part of the exercise. But honestly, as long as you are breathing and not holding it in, I'm very happy with that. You can practice breathing at any point. 3, 2, and 1. You can always practice your breathing at any point, but the most important part is that you are breathing. There's my camera. Decided to go out of focus for a bit. Okay, renegade rows. Let's get these going. Let's get these going. Whew, setting them up side by side on the mat. Knees or toes. Maybe you want to try a couple from your toes. That would be fine too. And then getting back onto your knees. You decide what you need today. We go in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. We are nice and wide if we're taking it from our toes. Putting the weight in our pocket. It comes back down. Good. Boots does not like the squeaking of my shoes on my sweat on the floor. Very concerned. Take your time. I definitely have the shakes happening here. I am working really hard to keep my core facing the mat as I lift a big heavy weight up with my back and basically all my upper body muscles. Good. Our minute is almost up. If you've hit your limit, you're good. 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Okay, reverse flies. Reverse flies. Okay, I did not expect to sweat this much. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like pouring, whoops, sorry, I'm pouring with sweat. Okay, here we go. Reverse flies. I just blew into the mic. I'm so sorry. I'm terrible with a mic on me. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I've got my lightest set. And I'm just gonna work my way through this. Slightly bent elbows, looking just ahead. Squeezing my shoulder blades together at the top. Making sure My upper body is somewhat parallel with the floor. Excellent. We are almost done with back. Keep going. Good. Your minute is coming to an end. Stay with it and hit those targets. 8 to 12 reps. 3, 2, and 1. So good. All right. Wow. That one was tough. Okay. Biceps. Biceps. We have 2 more moves in this third set. Grabbing our weights. Here we go. We're going to have to fight for these reps, okay? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We're going to fight for every single rep here. We lift and then slowly lower. Whew. Good. If you need to take a break or 2 breaks in this workout just to get it together, especially in this third set, you take it, okay? Whew, here's mine. I have my number in my head. I'm still going for it. Here we go. As we get stronger, we might not need as many breaks. Good, good. We're so close. So, so close. Oh, struggling. Keep going, keep going. Good. Minute is done in 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna give a little shake out, like 10 seconds shake out. And we are going to our final move in those cross body curls. You ready? Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Last movement here. Let's get it done. Right across. And then right across, that's 1. We know now. Can you get to that rep count that you are aiming for today? Maybe this is your 3rd week or 4th week, and you are ready to level up in those weights that you've been using. So maybe you were starting at 8 reps, and now you are aiming for 12, or maybe you're using a higher weight now, and you are struggling to get to those minimum of 8 reps. Either way, we've got this. We're gonna keep going. We are so close. Good. And lower. Oh my gosh. Oh, all right. Our minute is done in 3, in 2, and 1. Wow. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I have like dog hair in my mouth as usual. Okay. We have a 2-minute finisher. It's a ladder burnout. Okay. We are gonna do 2 hammer curls and then 2 reverse flies. I would like you to keep the same weight for both, but we're going to add 2 reps every time we finish a round. Okay, so it goes 2, 4, 6, 8 for 2 minutes, as high as we can go. I can generally do much more than 10 pounds for a hammer curl, but I'm going to keep that because I'm trying to burn out over 2 minutes. So I'm using my 10 pounds a little bit lower, okay, than I normally would. 2 minutes is coming on the clock. There we go. Okay, grab your weights, whichever ones you choose. You're doing a hammer curl 2, and then flies for 2, then hammer curl for 4, and so on, okay? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Let's do it. So 2 hammer curls, okay? Then we hinge for 2 flies. Oh, already. 4 hammer curls. And then 4 flies. So here we are trying to burn out our back and our biceps. I'm almost there. Keep going. 2, 4, 6, right? We're going up by twos. Beautiful job. Oh my gosh. Keep going. Keep going. Wow. Oh my gosh. How high can you get in this ladder burnout? How high? Oh man. Whew. Yes, take breaks as needed, but we're just going to keep on working for those 2 minutes. Let's go. Good. We have about 25 seconds left. What can we finish? What can we start? Oh my gosh. Keep going. Timer's still on. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Oh. Okay. For real, did not think I was going to sweat this much. I thought it was going to be kind of a light sweat. Boy, was I wrong. That was incredible. Incredible. Congratulations on finishing back in biceps, whether it was your first time or you're in your final week. I'm really proud of you for sticking through this whole workout. That was a tough one. Great job, and I'll see you next time.